Ecchi has always been a popular theme, and there are many great ecchi mangas out there. However, finding the best ecchi manga which would satisfy most ecchi antics and would offer something for everyone is a bit of hassle. Due to the popularity of this genre, there is no limit on mediocre ecchi mangas churned out. So if you are looking for some erotic and steamy fantasies, you have come to the right place. Here is a list of best newly released ecchi manga that you should read right now. Starting off our list with Boku Ayashi Kimi no Mono. Sho-chan is a member of the Public Moral Committee who wanted everyone to have a healthy relationship and is worried about his childhood friend Sayo. Because she carried the blood of his scrubbers, she often approaches her beloved Sho-chan in any way to do lovey-dovey night. As he persists in having a healthy relationship, which is full of lust and surrounded by questionable students, will Sho-chan manage to keep his sanity? Read this manga to know more about it, and definitely it's a worthy read and the story is also very good. On the next number, the manga is Saikyo no Chikara. You can read the full name on the screen right now. Because of course I'm not gonna read all that out because of course I'm gonna make pronunciation mistakes. So the B-rank adventurer Rain had a good luck of finding an ancient class item in a dungeon he snuck into. If he sells it, he can have a comfortable retired life. But the joy was brief due to the item's effect. Our main character obtained power equal to that of an S-rank adventurer and a girl's body. Furthermore, before he even gets a chance to feel depressed, a certain incident leads MC being invited to Crimson Heaven, a party with only female members. Will Rain ever be able to return to his original form and take back his peace? On the next number, the manga is Imazumen. Imaizumi is a high school student who lives alone for a reason. He has a secret that he cannot tell anyone. He lives with 3 of the top caste girls in his school, Hamasaki, Kurumizaka and Sasaki. He spends his days playing, talking and getting physical with these girls, all of whom have 1 or 2 quirks. As time goes on, Imaizumi becomes more and more addicted to lazy, naughty and free youth. This was actually a doujinshi and now it is getting a long story format proper manga adaptation. So definitely it will be a worthy read if you are already a fan of this. On the 7th number, the manga name is Batsuhare. The story begins with the protagonist Ichiro Wako who decides to return home early from work to celebrate his 2nd anniversary with his wife. But when he opens the door of his house, he finds his wife cheating on him. Although the marriage was short-lived, his life changes again when suddenly a certain woman appears in front of him. Thus begins a new story, a new erotic comedy of Batsuhare. On the 6th number, the manga name is Tatasan. Haruka Ugawa is the most beautiful teacher at school. Her relationship with her beloved Yukun is going smoothly, except for one big nighttime problem. It is then that the troubled couple happen to meet Caramel Sensei. Their encounter with her begins to greatly change their fates. This is a story about teachers seriously grappling with the worries about nighttime problems. On the next number, the manga name is Misumi Sanwa Misuka Senai. This is a story about romantic comedy about Yuri Keito, a boy who has clairvoyance but isn't good at it, and Mitsuhashi Misumi, a girl who likes strange things. One day, looking at Misumi's back, Yuri looks through her jacket and sees the message, "Anyone who can read this message, please come to the astronomy club room after school." When he goes to the club room and explains his ability, Misumi asks, "Why don't you let me study you?" Thus begins the new adventures of both of these characters into researching the biological aspects of each other. On the 4th number, the manga is Inkina Aitsuwa Hankobus. The straightforward and kind Sora Mashima is an ordinary high school girl who wants a boyfriend. One day, she has an erotic dream. She then went to school and met the new transfer student Akane Kadanchi. Even though he looks rather bleak and dark, but for some reason, all of his classmates were fascinated by him, or perhaps half fascinated. Check out this romantic comedy ecchi manga if you like this hypnosis. On the 3rd number, the manga is Lokio. Hinata, an innocent high school girl, is suddenly confronted by his super hot tutor Aoi. In addition, Aoi looks exactly like a hot actress Sumire Nanasato. With both parents out of the house, Hinata is at the mercy of Aoi sensei. Will he be able to study without losing his mind? This is the start of a lesson about worldly desires taught by a super hot One-san. On the 2nd number, the manga name is Nidoto Jidori Okute Yanai. Himari has never been one to abandon a friend in need. So when her friend Eisuke asks her for a selfie so he can use it as an art reference, how can she refuse, even if it is embarrassing? But what's more embarrassing is the kind of art he ends up drawing. But he always needs her help, and Himari just cannot say no, no matter how suggestive the poses get. Out of this list, this one definitely has a unique plot, so make sure to check out Nidoto Jidori Okutte Yanai. On the first number, the manga is Koi ka Mahoka Wakaranai. Kaito Miyamae can't use magic at all. At this rate, his promise with his childhood friend of becoming great magic wielders together will be ruined. When he was about to give up on his dream, Kaito suddenly feels magic power. However, that was magic that makes people who meet his eyes fall in love with him. A charming magic. Being popular is fine and all, but is this kind of a magic really alright? An envious fantasy love comedy of dreams and magic. The luckiest harem academy life begins over here. So also definitely make sure to check out this one too. Have you already read any of the mangas mentioned in this list? If not, definitely check them out, and if you have any other mangas that are worth reading, drop their titles in the comment section down below. And that's it for today's video guys. If you enjoyed this video, then check out my other videos about ecchi and harem manga, anime and manhwa over here. And I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.